Welcome to Introduction to Geographic Information Systems. This, and the other learning resources in this course have been made possible by funding from the European Commission's Erasmus Plus program. Now that we have learned how to import and work with data in QGIS, we will want to be able to create a map to share our results with others. Each good map should have the following characteristics. 1. A title, so that we know what we are looking at. 2. A legend to tell us the symbols we are looking at. 3. A north arrow so that readers can orientate the map. 4. A scale for readers to be able to estimate the size and distance of the features on the map. 5. The author. We need to know who created the map, so if we have questions, we can ask them. 6. The date, so readers will know how relevant the map is. 7. The data source. This is dependent on what data you use or not. If you use data from other sources, let people know. 8. A spatial reference to let readers know where the map is. To create the output, go to the top toolbar and click New Print Layout. This will bring up the MapMaker panel. It will ask you to give it a name. Feel free to name it as you see fit. I'm going to call mine, My GIS Map. If you don't enter in a name, a default one will be chosen for you. You will see a blank canvas, which is what you will be working from. On the left is a toolbar menu with the items you will need. On the right you'll see the settings panel. Let's work down the toolbar. The first adding icon is for the map. Click it and then use the cursor to draw out a map area. First, by left-clicking to set the start point and then hold and drag, release when done. It has taken our map and added it to the canvas. You can use the Move Item Content tool to move the map around inside its container. You can add pictures, for example, a logo. After adding the item box, go to the item panel and add the actual image. I'm going to change how it sits in the item box. You can always adjust it. The labels adding function allows you to add and style text as you see fit. For example, we can change the font size. I'm going to add a title and a credit. You can add a legend. However, in our case the legend is too long. If you untick Auto Update, you can adjust the legend by hand. This is particularly helpful if you have layers you don't want to present. You can also click the edit icon to change the name in the legend. A scale can be added and adjusted. In this, the units seem a bit small for the scale of the image, so I'm going to increase them. For the north arrow, you can use one of the defaults or upload your own. You can add shapes if you need them. In the Items panel you can turn the visibility on and off. You can also add arrows if you need to point something out. This is a little different than the others in adding. You need to left click to start and to stop, but then right click to set it as an item. Furthermore, you can add your attribute tables. For map coordinates you need to modify the map component. Click on the map to bring up its item properties. Scroll down and find the grids. Click the green plus to add a grid. Then click to modify it. There are many different settings. You will want to choose a coordinate system and set the intervals. I am going to use 400 as a demonstration, but the actual number will be determined by your needs. You will need to check the Draw Coordinates to add the coordinate references. Essentially, all the components that you need to create a good map are there. When you are done, there are several options for exporting the work. You could save it as an image so you can include it in other documents, or you could save it as a PDF. If you save it as a PDF, you have the option of including geo-referencing so that others can use the image in their own GIS. You do not have to do this, but I would recommend it. There it is, we have a map. It does not look that great, but we have demonstrated all the components.